My love of reading and books goes back further than I even remember. My parents still tell stories about how I would throw books at any adult I could find so that they would read to me. I still remember that the first book I read on my own was Dr. Seuss's Hop on Pop, though I'm not sure if I could actually read all of the words or if I just memorized them from hearing the story time and time again. By the time I was in elementary school, I read everything I could get my hands on. There was something about getting lost inside a story and feeling like I was a part of it. I read books like Ella Enchanted and A Series of Unfortunate Events, to things like The Book Thief and everything in between. Reading gave me the chance to escape the everyday and explore a world outside of suburban Ohio. I have also always really enjoyed books where I can relate to the characters and sympathize with their situations because it gives me a break from my everyday life and allows me to be someone else, if only for a little while. Unfortunately, like most teenagers, I found less and less time to read as I entered high school. There was so much other stuff going on, in addition to the fact that I was now reading novels, essays, and textbooks, among other things, just for my classes in school. There was almost no time for reading books just to enjoy them, which is something I'm still trying to make time for as I wrap up my college career. My love of reading has also driven my desire to become a teacher. Though I started to consider teaching as a career while I was still in high school, I didn't take it too seriously until I took my first education class in college. A lot of the work with teaching has to do with figuring out how kids think and see the world, and I got a first-hand experience when I began taking classes dealing with literacy development. I spent a semester tutoring a first grade boy who was reading below grade level 2 mornings each week. My goal was to try to get him to the grade level benchmark through one-on-one lessons. Over the first few meetings, I quickly learned all of the things that Cameron liked, mostly video games, robots, and pizza, and also what he didn't like, mainly school, but especially reading and writing. Together, Cameron and I worked very hard, and he was able to make great progress. He would absolutely light up and get so excited when he would figure out a new word, or when he read a whole first grade level book without making a single mistake. My love of reading is also a big part of the reason that I am an English major. Though this means that I do have to write a lot of papers, it also means that I get to read and talk about books almost all the time. Though it can be challenging to read a whole book in a week, I have stumbled upon some of my now favorite books, such as 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez and Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert, through classes that I have taken. Though it is definitely harder to find time to read for fun today than it used to be, my love for reading hasn't changed.